Okay, so you see all that you have done in um Excel right now is very, very important. That's the work you'll be doing. And when you get that, it will be you will have the chances to work on project where it will be a startup project where they don't have any tools, Power BI, Tableau, SQL. They don't have any tool. All you have is Excel. And if you have Excel and you don't know how to manipulate it, you'll be just stuck there. And it will look like you don't know anything. Meanwhile, you know, and your strength is to use um Power BI or to use um Power BI or to use Tableau to do your work, because those are the tools that you have learned. But now, if Excel, you can just jump into things and just use Excel to present something useful to the client, to let them know that you know you are a real data analyst, and you can manipulate anything whatsoever. So I'm gonna share my screen, and while we'll be working, feel free to ask any question at any time. Because okay, here I'm not gonna go through any note today. We'll do some practice, and the practice that we will do will help us to navigate through Power BI. Last 2 weeks, we were working with this data set here. Okay, and we have this type of data sets here. Undergraduate measure, we have salary, median salary, and we have median career, mid-career median salary, starting median salary, and we have middle career 10 percentile salary. And remember, last week we do some basic statistic where we find the mean, the median, the quartile, interquartile, all those things. Now we're gonna use some of them in our visualization today, and I believe you use some of them, the average, all those things, and we can see some of them also are represented here. Now, having this data set, let's try to do analysis, basic analysis before we start anything. Okay, here is our data set here. What can you do if they handle you this data set? Unmute yourself and let's interact a little bit. Just answer any question. I'm gonna take a note here. If you see this like this, I handle you as a data analytics. I think we'll be having this class for over a month now. If I handle you this data set, where will you start from? Or I say, okay, I need you to analyze this data set for me. Where do you think you're gonna start from? What will be the first thing you will do? How will you organize this data set? Meet yourself and say something. Let's walk through this and start the visualization.
I guess for me is to understand the data that has been presented to you.
Okay, thank you so much. Now let's walk through it and try to understand it. We have this first column, undergraduate major, and we have the list of all the major. And we know, remember, it's not graduate, it's undergraduate. So we are talking about undergraduate. Okay, so these are the program they have, the major they have at that particular school, or in the whole country or the state. But let's assume that that's what we have here. We have about 51 different major at that school, right?
Mhm.
Okay. Now, coming back to the second column, starting median salary. What's the median? When we learned last time, the median is what? You can Google it. Starting median. What is the median?
It's like the middle of the data set,
Okay,
like the value in the middle.
thank you. So we're taking the middle of the data set here, though. So they look for a descriptive statistic, the one that can represent well the data set. So they don't want to say average, because when they use the average, like I was telling you, the average, which is the mean, when we have outliers, it's like if we have all salary which are 47, 48, 50, and we have one salary which is higher, like 2 million, 3 million, it affect the whole salary and give us the wrong average. So to avoid that, this analysts decide to use the median. Median is the middle. If it's odd, you add the two middle, and you get the average of it, and you divide it by 2, and that's what we have. If it's even, you took the middle one. Middle career, median also. Salary, median. So we have the starting, we have the middle career, we have the middle career 10 percentile salary, and then we have median, middle career 90 percentile. So those two, the percentile different from the median, and I was telling you that percentile is mainly the, when they say there is 10% is like is above 10 people, 90% is above 90 people. The range is not average, it's not percentile. Percentage is totally different. Okay, now we see from here, accounting has 46,000, median career, middle career median is 77, and it end up percentile, the 90%, those who are above the 90% of the people, they make 152, and those who are above the 10 is 42 something. You can see that is at the bottom, this and this at the bottom of it. Okay, now what can we do with this one? And now we have another group here, and you can see we have business, STEAM, business, hash, business, STEAM. Now let me do basic cleanup here and see what I can get out of this first. I'll do my filtering, and now here, let me see. Okay, I have blank, I have STEAM, I have hash, I have business. I have 4 different group here, which is very interesting. So from here to here, there's no blank. The blank is showing after the source scale here. The source scale, that's where the blank is showing. So it's not a problem for me. I don't need to fill it. I don't need to do anything because it is different, totally different from the overall data set that we are looking for. Okay, now I got it here now. Let me now close this. I'm gonna save this one. Work. Save as. And dashboard. Yeah. Save it here. Okay. I put it. Just the text. Good. Boom. Now I'm gonna close what I was doing so we can start afresh. Now, if you have your Power BI downloaded, just tap Power BI and you should see it here. If you have it, just click on it. Okay, are we here? If you don't have it yet, just follow me. Now I'm going home. I'm gonna act like I'm gonna start from fresh. Okay, we are here now. This is the interface of Power BI, and this is Power BI desktop. This Power BI desktop. Okay, so when you have Power BI desktop now, the first thing that we're gonna do and look at a way to bring our data set into the platform. And here you can read import data from Excel, import data from SQL Server, paste data into a blank table, use sample data. Okay, we have file, home, insert, modeling, view, optimize, head, external tools. And we have get data, Excel, one lake catalog, SQL Server, enter data, Dataverse, recent resource, transform, new, all these things, right? But today our main purpose is to learn how to upload data into the Power BI. Easy way. You can click here, get the data. We click on get the data. Remember, if you are here, insert, you see different menu design here. If you are here, it's totally different. In view, totally different. So I was on the home page. The home page, that's what gave me the opportunity or the options to get data. So I click on get data. When you click on get data, you see all type of different sorts of formatting here. You can upload data from Excel workbook, Power BI, semantic model, data flow, Dataverse, SQL, analysis services, text, CSV, web, so on. And you have more even when you click on more. You see it?
Mhm.
Okay. Now, when you have this, now, you see it gives us more options: XML, JSON, folder, PDF, package. If you understand well different format, that's why we learn different formats of file. Now you see them all here. Power BI can take them all or name it. Okay, I will cancel it. Let's do the first one. Excel file. You can start here. When you come to Excel file, I'll click on this. Okay. When I click on this, I'll click on this. It's giving me these three data sets. It means that the data set that we have here, this data set, which is salary by college, is not Excel file. So if it's not Excel file, is CSV file, because CSV and Excel file, they look like. You have to see the extension before you know. Okay, then what I will do, because that file is in this folder, how do I know? This is the folder that I open here. I open that folder here, and you can see it here. It's the same folder here. My work for teaching, and I can see that I have Power Salary by college. So it's what? Is Microsoft Excel, comma, separate value, CSV. And you can see constant data here, which is Microsoft Excel Word. That's the way you know the extension, the tab, you can see them here. So my file is not an Excel file. So when I click on this, I won't find it. It won't work for me. I will close this one here now. Now I'll come back here. It's very important. And I'll look for the extension that will carry CSV file, which is text and CSV. I'll click on it. And now it take me here. I don't need that. I'll come back here. Now I see my file here. And I'll open it. Let me do it again. Get the data, text CSV. And you see that that's not my folder. They go to different folder. I'll come back here into my folder here, my working folder, and I see my data set. I click on this and I open it. It takes time because it's stuck into my desktop. Okay, here's the way I present my data set here. All right, you can see my data set here. Now, it's based on the first 200. It will give you only 200. It to show you the first 200 row. Okay, now you can extract the table using example. I don't want this. You can load your data set directly from here. You can transform the data set, but for the first time, let's just do loading simple. Okay, it is done. How do I know it is done? We have the visual side here, which is this middle here. And then we have this part that they call visualization part. And we have the data part here. And in my data part, I'll click on this. I have my data here, salary by college. Okay, let me redo this for you so you can delete from my model. I'm gonna delete this. Yes, delete it. Okay, you see when I open my Power BI first, you see add data to your report. There's nothing here first. So when you see here, it say get data. So it means that there's no data here first. If I click here also, you see the same get data you see here, the same thing you are seeing here. And I click on this one here and I'll connect. Now I select my data set again and I click on this. It's only one thing that I'm showing you in different setup where you can manipulate how the interface works. So I just want to upload. I don't want to do anything. I think my data set is clean. I don't need to do any transformation, nothing else. So let's go straight forward. Okay, now you see your data set here. Before the data set wasn't here. Now, the only way I can know that my data set is uploaded is just to see it here. And I'll open this, click on this. It's very important. Everything you see here, very, very important. And when we see the sum sign here in front of them, it means that they are numerical variable. If you don't see anything, they are string. This is the difference between the two. Okay, and it's very important because Power BI work with both and you can mix them. Okay, now I upload my data set, my first data set on my Power BI platform. Remember, in Excel, you work on Excel platform directly. Power BI, you have to upload a data set to work on this thing. This is the two different things, but we are doing the same thing. And this is Power BI is called Business Intelligence Tool. Now, I want to represent now my data set. How? Last week, I was showing you basic stuff. Now, this is the visualization, build visual. Now, you point on them, they give you the name of each of them. Now, let me start with some easy one. Let me start with this one here. When I click on it, remember, you can drag it. It won't drag. It won't drag, you see? But with Tableau, you can drag stuff. But here, it can drag. You have to double click on it. Double click and to show up here. And when it show up empty. Now, what do you have to do? You see here, x-axis, y-axis, legend, small multiply, to keep them. For the moment, do not look at this one. Look at the x-axis and the y. X, which is here, and the y, which is this one here. Now, it say add data field here. This one to add data field. You get all of them. And I'm going to add now, what do you want to see first? Remember what we said here. We say we want to see how the three groups are organized. Which group are more than which group? How are they organized? Because the easiest way is to group them by group because they already grouped them and see how the three groups are represented graphically. Now, we say group. I'll click on my group and I'll place it here. See, I drag it or I'll delete it. If you want to delete it, I can just do this and to come. Or I can just click on it. Now I will just drag it here and you see group. Fine. Let me make it big so you can see it. I'll put it at the middle here. Now, let me make another mistake by adding this one here. You see that it is giving me group count group, which doesn't have sense to me. Group count group. So I will delete it. What I want to see is this one here. The group based on maybe the graduation and see which are group by what or which group make more money when it comes to starting salary, medium or median career, or 10 percentile or 90 percentile. As an analyst, you have to know what will be attractive, what will be reasonable, what will represent well your data set. The client won't come in and ask you, you have to present something to the client. Sometimes they may ask you, but most of the time you have to come up with things to show them as a sample of your work. So I decided that I'll put this one and I'll put the group here. And if you see it, it doesn't make sense to me because I can't explain this one. Count number of count by group, number of count by group. How many group do we have? Which group are more than which group? Simple. Doesn't make sense to me. Okay. So what I'm gonna do, I would say this doesn't mean anything to me as analysis. So I'm gonna say group by starting salary. Boom. And it's giving me Steam, hash, and business. So starting salary, the Steam group make more than hash group, and the hash group make more money than the business group. Still, how can I justify this? Boom, I'll put it here. I'll show you some shortcut, but I'm gonna do it with progressively so that I won't confuse you. I'll come back here. I'll click on this again. Remember, if I want to make any change here, I have to click on it. You have to see the dot here, this all around it. Then you know the change is for this one. It's selected. You have to select where you want to make the change. So if I click on this and I try to work on this, every change will come here. So for instance, I click on this and I want to do group by undergraduate. Let me remove this one here. You see that it affects this one. Meanwhile, I wanted to work on this one. Now I'll put undergraduate here, and now I'll get this now 3 group. But that's not what I wanted to see. So I'll come back here, remove this, and put starting salary. Then I can explain this by saying that the Steam group make more money than the hash group, and the hash group make money than the business group when it comes to starting median salary. This is the way you analyze your data sets. And now I'll bring this one here, and I said I want to continue with the group, and now I want to start with the middle career. Boom, and see if I have the same result. Yes, the same result. Boom. Now, because I already have this and this, if I want to continue the same trend, I just need to select this one or this one, any of them. But because this one is close to this, let me click on this. And all I have to do, click on copy. When I click on copy, I'll come here and say paste. So I already have one copy of it here. You see, I don't need to click on the other one again, because I need one more, and I have my paste I just need to click on the paste again. And I have 4 of them here. Okay. Now coming here now. Remember here we have the sum of the middle career. And this one we have the sum of the starting. And here we have the sum of the same thing. So I have to change this one now to, I don't need to go over everything. I'll cancel the sum of this and now add the 10 percentile. Same thing. And I'm going to the 19 percentile. 19 percentile here, and I'll put it here. Almost the same thing. See, we have some. Let's play with each of them now. I will take this one here. All right. If I want to work for any of them, or I have to select it first. Make sure that they are showing. And you see what you did in Excel was cleaner than this. So now, when I have this now, I can clean up. How do I clean up my visualization to make it nicer? First of all, you come here, you see the y-axis is the one who have the sum of starting median. I'll click on this arrow. When I click on it, now it's giving me sum, average, minimum, maximum, count, distance, count, standard deviation, variance, median, and so on. Right? Let's change to average and see. Now you see that when we change the average salary, business come before the hash. Watch it well. Some hash come before business. When I change it to average, you can see hash come before. So when you are representing your data set, you have to know the aggregate formula to use, the aggregate you have to use. Otherwise, you may miss everything. Okay. Look at this one too. Let's change to average because they want to see the average. Let's see this one. Let's change something else and see if, let's say the count. When we say the count, it now change all the other. The hash come first before this. So if you mix them like this, average, count, or it's gonna be hard for you to do the comparison and get a good result. You have to be consistent. Average, because you are doing comparison between the 4 of them. Now I'll go back and select my average. Here too, I'll do my average. So I decided to use average salary, and I think that's what the client wants to see. But still, you can see that the word average of starting median salary or the thing, they are too big, and that they're not classic. When I say classic, they don't look great. And from thumbs up, normally in visualization, we don't keep this here and this here because it's already here. So we want to make more space and make our data, our graphic or graph more cleaner and more presentable. So I'll select this one again. The first thing I want to do, reduce the size of this writing. With Power BI, They upgrade Power BI every trimester or every month. So things that you think you know where it is today, tomorrow, next month they can change it. So Google it or read it and figure out where your stuff are. Don't panic if you don't see it at a certain point. I'll come back here, formatting. Remember, I am on the add data to your visualization here, building visualization. Now, because I want to do formatting, once like a Word, Excel, there's a formatting side. So I want to do formatting on my visualization here. So I'll come to format your visualization. In the formatting, I have the X, Y, and so on and so on. Now, I'm going to start from here. I want to remove the group, the average, and now reduce the size of my title here. Starting from here, the only thing I want to do, come in here, the title is here. You see, all I have to do, the title is here. When I click off, it takes the title group here out. And that's what I wanted to do here. Let's go step back. The Y, I want to take the average of starting median salary out. I'll come to Y. Thing. See? Now, I have this one now. You can see title. Let me see. You can see that that's not the title. Boom. I'm going back here. Now, I'll look for the title. And I come here, the title is here. General. I have visual and I have general. I'll click on this one and you can see average of starting salary is here. Now, all I have to do, I can change the font and the size like Word document. Come in here. Most of the time, what we use is Segway UI. I want to use the bold, you see, and change the size to 10. Okay, 11, because I want it to be on one line, not two line. Now you can decide to position. Let me bring it here so we can see before I move it back there. Okay, when I have it like this, I still have this one. I'll change it. You have the option to leave it left or middle. If I click here, my title come to the middle, or the alignment goes to the left. But most of the time, leave it at the middle. Then I'll close this one. Boom. And I'll close this. And replace it here. So I'll come back here. I want to remove my Y arc 60. How come I forget to turn it off here? Boom. Now I have my visualization. Are you happy with this one? If I present something to you, will you be happy with me as you are my boss. I am the data analyst. Judge my work. Judge my work.
I mean, It's not bad.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, because when I put it like this, yes, we see 40K, 60K, 20K, or the same. Now, if you want to report and you want to give the difference between this and this, it's difficult to just
Look,
guess.
the dollars here.
See, yeah. So I have to add something to show the exact numbers of each of them.
That's right.
Okay. So how do I do that? I'll go back here to formatting again
Uh-huh.
and look for data label, and I'll turn it on. See, now it's clear. I have 54K, 45K, and 37K. Then I have exact number of each of them. Now, having exact number of each of them, good. But let me be a little fancy by doing what? See how I can represent those value. Okay. Okay, we already know that. We don't need to show it again. Let me see. You see that I came back here and I say thousands. So it's giving me more detail, 53.86K, 44.50. If I put millions, it will give billions, sorry. Millions, it will put 0.4, 0.5, 0.4, which is no great number to work with, because how will you know the exact difference between them? So I choose the thousands because I know I can subtract this by this during my report and give the differences between the two or the three. Now, continue, and I'm looking for decimal point. I see auto here. I can say 1 decimal point, or 2, or 3, or 5, or 6. It's up to me, depending on what the client want to see. But I'll keep it 2 decimal point. Let me see here, detail. What did they have there? I can see that there is nothing particular about this. I don't need it. Let me close it back. And I'm looking for something that is not showing right now. Okay. I'll close my stuff here, playing with them to see which one will be useful to me. Okay. Don't be afraid to play with them, because you can, it's not like you are writing in a pen that cannot be erased. So play with it. And now, okay, that's what I was looking for. You can see sometime you have the writing inside here, which is more readable than when it was auto here. You see, when I place it inside here, for me, it's more readable here inside centralized or at the top of it. It's more readable for me. Okay. Now, here, I want to make them bold so it can be readable also. This to show you how to manipulate your data set, or not your data set, your visualization, the formatting. I just click on this And you can see this become bold. I can make it larger or keep it 10. I can change the color by clicking here and choose any color here. I don't want to choose any color yet. That we'll do it later on. That's for the x-axis. Let me go back to the y-axis, doing the same thing. Make it bold and keep it like that. Okay. Now it's getting more clearer, more presentable, right? Okay. If I come to column fluorescent, I want to see the column. The columns are all this one here. Let me see if I click on any of these, it will affect all of them. But I want to be able to make sure I have each of them different color. That's what I'm looking for. So this is not giving me the option to do that. Okay. I'm not going to kill myself too much for it at this point. I've done the basic work now. Now, I can close this one. And place it here. Okay. Now, because I have the same thing here, when you want to duplicate them, you finish the formatting on one and you copy them and paste them for the remaining one. So what I did before won't help me because I have to come now trying to do the formatting one after another, which is consuming time for me. So if I want to do the same thing here, I just need to copy this one, but I'm not done with my formatting yet. I will come back here again and see if I want to use the zooming slide. I don't need it. That's what it does. What does it do? It just gives you the sizing of this plane feet. So I don't need it. Or you can do this. I don't need it. It doesn't look good on my data set. I'll come back here and say, let me see if I can change something here. And let me see here. And change this one here. Each of them of different color. Before it wasn't like this. That's why I intentionally play with it around and come back. I keep changing them. Yeah. Yeah, I can leave them here like this. So I have to remove this thing here. I don't need it. Okay, we are getting close. We are getting close. I'm showing you how to navigate through this and how to organize your blank place here, how to use of formatting before anything. I'm coming back here. I'm looking for, let me see if this background. Assume that I want to change the background because I don't like this background. All I'm doing now is just to play. I'm playing with my interface.
Right.
So play with it and you discover it's your own. Let's say I want to use this background there. You see, I use this background. So someone will see this and will be like, oh, did you do this? It's simple. Suppose that I have the company logo here. I'll just put the company logo at the back of it as a logo, as a this. Someone will see it. So wow. And there's one more thing I want to add is the borders. I want to add borders to it. And okay, effects. No, I'm not going to add any effect at this one. Properties. No properties. Let me go back to my visual and look for borders. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Oh no. Click on it. I decide to use wide and 3 so you can see it's wide and 10 and mm, let me go back again and click on this. Oh yeah, it affects this one here. So let me take it off. I wanted the borders to be all. So you are doing your own thing. So take your time to present something. Go to your client. Mm. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. Going to look for. Okay. Let me stop here for the moment because it now once I have this one now and I want to repeat the same thing for all of them, I can now delete all this, delete all this, delete all this, and now I have this one here, which is a little bit more presentable than what we did before. But we can do more job on this. But let's start from here. I'll select it now and I copy it and I paste. So I have one copy of it and I come back here, paste another one. I have another copy and I paste another one, and I have another copy here. Boom. See? Now, let me change. We say average of starting median salary. We have to change it. Now, it's gonna be what? Middle.
Right. Mhm.
Okay. Boom. You see the numbers have changed, right?
Yep. Mhm.
Let's do this one. We say we have the 10 percentile. If I'm fast, just let me know, stop me, because I'm doing it slowly. So when you're watching the video, you can easily repeat the same thing. Boom. Okay. Now I'll finish my first thing, but still it looks like I'm presenting the same thing. So one thing I can do, click on this and now try to change certain thing on it. Let me go back to the general and let me see here. Let me look into this. I don't want to go too deep yet. I'm looking for something simple. Let me see here. Uh, okay. Okay. Going to just learn how to explore rather. Oh, based on this. Looking for this. Okay. Okay. Mm, yes. Looking for something to make the difference between the two of them. So, okay. I wanted to change the color, but let me change the image.
Oh, okay.
Good. For this one here. Okay. Okay. Even this image, I can just transform it that it won't be visible. Oh no. Okay, here too, I just need it to be. Okay. So now you can see the difference between the three.
Yeah.
Also, I can just change this thing here. No, let me let it like this first, so we can have time to cover what I want to cover before we go. Okay, let me use, today you guys did line chart, right? Let me use one line chart here to do something and see. Now, I want to cover the whole thing here.
Mhm.
Okay. Now, I use the group, right? Now, I want to use the undergrad path. Okay. Now, using this one, I'm using this one,
That's nice. I like that.
I'm using this one, I am using this one. Okay. It say use the second Y. Let me see. If I use this one, I use this one. It's giving me almost the same thing. But let me use only one Y axis to see the difference. Okay. Now we decide to use the average to see the differences. Okay. Now this one also needs some cleanup. And the first cleanup we can do, we go to format. We want to take off this title and make this bold and reduce the font here a little bit. That's all I need. Here too, doing the same thing. Take off title and that's all. Boom. Come to general. For the I can turn this one on. See, when I turn it on, see you can read this, and but it's difficult to read, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now we decide, let's leave it like this, and then we're gonna work on it to see how we can optimize it to make it more readable. Okay. Now I need to make them a little more no, unlike that one. Put the value both and make it like thousands. Okay. The decimal point, I'm making them 0 to make it like this. and the y-axis the value. I want to make it bold also, and make the unit, make it in the thousands. Good. I wanted to add this. Okay, another one here, but I'm not going to use it now because I'll confuse you before we go. I don't want to confuse you for them. Now, I have something like this now. And now the title is here. It should be the legend rather. Let me look for the legend here and put it at the middle, double center. Okay. And now change the star. No, let me make it a circle. And let me come back here and use it, make it bold. And let me jump into the title. I can change it, but not here. 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 And I'll close everything. Now remember the title. But I'm here. I want to make it smaller, but a little bigger than the legend, and make it bold. 11, and make it center. Good. I'm looking for the border. Okay. Coming here now. I have this. I have this. I have this. With Power BI, you gotta be patient because it's a heavy file. Some time. It will take time. Okay. So I'm presenting it something like this. And when I click on stream here, look, it show me all the stream here. And when I click back, it show everything. Look where even this graph change. Relative. Okay. But I'm missing something. I'm missing a slicer. I'm gonna add my slicer to it and see how it can make the difference. Path. And I'll put group here. So it means you see, if I leave it like this, it's not bad, but it's taking space. You see? Okay. It's taking space. So let me find a way to make it different. Now I have the option. I'll put it, I can make it like this one. So when you click on this, it show this when you click on this, but this one too is taking space. So I don't like it this way. I'm changing it to drop down. Drop down is this one. and I'm keeping this one, and I'm coming back to here, and you can see that I have some empty here. When I select this one here, it's giving me this empty that I don't need. So I'm trying to take it out. So taking this one. So when I click, I only have these three here.
Mm.
Okay. Now, how does it work? I will come here. If I select this one, it show me this. If I select this one, it show me this. If I select this one, it show me this. But when I click on this, it show me everything. So by using my slasher, I can now select any of these or select two of them. To select two, one or more, I click
Oh.
on my control. And yeah, any question?
Yeah, how did you add that the business has and STEM? I was following through on the other ones. But yeah, that one. How did you add that one on? I know you click field, then you put group or something like that.
Okay, I'll click this one.
Yeah,
Then I came back to
format. Okay.
format and click on
Slicer. Okay.
setting, and you click on the star
Okay.
and see the 3 star. If I
Yeah.
click on this one,
Okay.
I have this. If I click on this one, I have the drop down.
Okay. Okay.
So if I want to select multiple selection, yes. If I don't want to select multiple, I'll click on this one.
Okay. Okay.
So when you select this slicer, it gives you this one when you come to the formatting. Then
Okay.
manipulate it. If I don't want to see the header, I just click on this, it go, but I want to see it, so I'll
That's
leave
right.
it. You can format this one also. You can play
Okay.
with it, but next week we're gonna play with it more.
Okay.
Then I will come here. I don't want to do much with this one because I already passed your time. I'll copy this one
Okay.
and paste it, and I have this one here.
Okay.
Let me see that I have this one here. So because I have group, I don't want group again it to be repetition. So I'll change the group by what? Who can help me? By undergraduates.
Okay. Okay.
So now when I choose accounting now,
Mm-hmm.
it's telling me that accounting is under business.
Okay.
And these are the salary, different
Right.
salary. And we have the average middle salary, 10 percentile, which is here. We have
Yeah.
the average starting salary, which is 42 or the same. So if I choose aerospace, it is under STEM, but choose agriculture is under business.
That's right.
Anthropology is under hash.
Wow.
Architecture is under business. Art history is under uh, hash.
Mm-hmm.
Biology is under STEAM.
Okay.
Okay.
Nice.
So now I start having a clean. Still, this one
Mm-hmm.
and this one, there's I left the group here. I don't know how I did it, but I come back to the X and I say, remove this one for me. And here, I come back here and I said, title.
Okay.
General title. I'll reduce the title for me. It's too big. Okay, but make it this one for me. And this one too. I say, remove this one from me. It's too big.
Okay.
It's too big, and I want to make it like this. So you have to make sure that it's uniform. And still I have a problem with this because they're not the same font.
Okay.
Next week we're gonna work on it.
Nice.
I'm gonna stop here because it's 2:06, and I'm gonna let you send you this one, or you can watch the video and you can upload this. And now trying to modify it. For instance, we haven't format this last. Try to format them.
Okay.
And use this like this. If I want to be a little fancy, I'll come back here and I'll say, you know what? Let me use this title here.
Okay.
Good. And let me make it this way. And let me make it this way. All right. And let me make this one
Smaller.
smaller so it can have more space. Right. And now let me see. Yeah. If you want, you select what you want to select.
Nice.
Show for you. Okay. Now to make it uniform, I'll come back here and I say, okay, YouTube, be like a title. Okay. And now I'm going to expand it here. Okay. And try to expand it here. Okay.
Nice. Yeah.
You see why they call it business tools?
Yeah.
Okay. Now this one, if I don't like it this way, I can come and say, okay, you know what? Let me change the okay. Let me change the graph I choose for it. Let me use something like this. See what it's gonna give. Okay. Let me change it and use something like this. Okay, it's not bad, but I can see the label. Okay, let me use this one. Okay. So you have the option to do a lot with this one.
Nice.
So when you open your Power BI, I sent you this data set last week.
Mm-hmm.
Is the salary by college major.
That's right.
Use it, go over the video, it's just 1 hour, and now try to practice.
That's right.
I'm gonna save this, send it to you, and all you have to do, open it in your Power BI and it will open. Let me save it right now. Save it as, and I'm gonna keep it here, and call it class dashboard, and that's what we're gonna use to write this dashboard to the end. We will improve on it, number one.
That's dashboard.
So we will improve on it until we have something meaningful.
Okay.
Save. Okay. This just is, you can change the background image as you want. You can change each color. You can change anything you want to change to make it appearing, to make it look nice. And it's up to you. You can put color here, borders here, change things the way you want it. I'm going back here on my desktop, and now call this one here. I'm uploading my file for you, so no one will tell me I can find it. I don't know where the file is. Okay, let me put it by. Oh no, no. Oh. Desktop. Okay. Okay. Good. Dashboard. Yep. And good. So you have it. Just download it and open it in your Power BI. Okay.
Okay.
Now review it, play with it, modify it. It's not going to kill you. I already have the original one here that we continue with next week. Next week, mainly, we're going to work more on the formatting of the data sets and continue with this one. For everyone, bring what you have done. Don't think that you have to do something perfect. It's a learning process. Upload the data set. Let me add the data set there for those who will come back and say, I couldn't find the data sets. Yeah. Do not just, you see, just click. You may stuck somewhere. Don't be frustrated. Just here's a data set here that I use. And remember, it's a CSV file. Boom, add it here too. Boom. Thank you so much for your timing. I hope today you have learned something.
Before you go, Professor, do you mind if I do you mind if I share something quick?
Sure, sir.
Just 1 minute. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So
good.
Yeah. So what I was trying to walk through as you're doing it, it was fun, but I kind of like stuck at the slicer part. So I kind of like stopped at the slicer, but I'll look at the video, but
okay, I can show it to you quick before I go. Click on the visual at the middle there, up. Now, click on the first one, come back here, okay, and look for the slicer. Now, come down. Okay, no, the next one to it. No, the next. No, next again. No, the next. Up, one step up. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you can read it and okay.
All right. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much.
You're welcome, sir.
All right.
Okay, great. So, by in 2 section, 3 section, you should be able to know how to use Power BI to see that we move to the programming side of Power BI, which is a DAX. Okay.
Nice.
And now,
thank you very much.
Welcome. You're welcome, all of you, and enjoy the rest of your.
Likewise. Thank you.